we started this pilot project in the month of May with the transition, with the training process from the client. So we have started that service delivery beginning of June 2023. So it's close to 6 months now. So initially the volume was very less. And we have 3 people in this process. So 3 people have to work on a part-time basis. So that's what the client was requested initially. And considerably the quality of the work which we delivered to the client, and there was an additional scope in the process, as well as increasing the manpower or otherwise increasing the headcount. So there are 2 possibilities which we got from the client. Starting from second week of November onwards, there was an additional process also which has transitioned, and consistently there was a spike in the volume as well, starting from second week of November. So I have put the volume. Earlier we were able to handle the volume of less than 9,000 or 10,000 in the previous months, but you can see the volume of 18,346 which we processed in the month of November. And the quality from the day 1 onwards, we never done a single error, though the process is pretty straightforward, but sometimes human error is possible in any of the processes. So we have not done any single error so far in this process. And consistently the volume which I told you beginning of this call, the daily productivity has been double the inflow compared to the previous months. So we were able to get only 200 or 300 or 400, maximum of 600 in the previous months. But now that the inflow has raised from 1,200 to 1,300, and this can go further high as well, considering the seasonal business, because the process is basically handling various type of brands like sunglasses or sports material or any other products. So that is a basic business of this particular client. So whenever there is a seasonal business, there is a possibility of high inflows as well. So we can expect 1,800 to 1,900 or close to 2,000 as well. That was a prediction. And for the next year, the client has given a heads up now. So we may need additional resources to handle this volume, or otherwise we have to increase the manpower. So currently we have started working with 2 full-time FTEs, means 8 hours productivity for the team now. So with this, I want to nominate this team. The reason being is the quality of work which we delivered, and we consistently met the turnaround time as well. And we got a couple of appreciations from the client. So which I have highlighted it below. One from the person who is acting as a mentor from the client side. You can read that I have a meeting invite, and there may be a possibility of involving 2 more resources the way forward. And the other one which I have mentioned it below, the CFO and one of the co-founders for this company, he has mentioned it in that email. We have to have a clear plan in place how we need to accommodate these 3 resources, or otherwise you need to hire more resources to handle the volume, and we need to have the detailed plan for the 2024, so which he has requested for it. And he has mentioned it, thanks for all the support to keep the process under control. And these are the main highlights for this particular team to nominate for this award. I am ready to answer any questions.
Yeah, I have one question, Karthik. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was the team size from the post implementation of the new volume?
No, from
so
the day one. No, from the day one, we are operating with 3 resources. One as a buffer, as a backup in place. But whenever there is a volume, and they have to contribute to the process. So we initially started with 2 FTEs, one as a buffer.
No, total. No, what is the total?
So initially we used these resources only for part-time. Say for example, they can work for only 4 hours or 2 hours.
Okay.
Depends on the volume. Now that they have opportunity to utilize the 8 hours fully.
Okay.
This can go up as well.
No. I want to know the overall head count. So say for example, 10, 5, only 3. Okay, only 3. Okay. So what is the quality of the work?
Quality is 100%.
100%.
100%.
From day one.
Yeah, from the day one, and we don't do any quality check from our side because once you submit the form, no, it will directly go to the client only. So we don't have the option to see it again. So the client only will do the quality, and if there is an issue, then they will reach out to us. So
Okay,
so
so
far
there is no internal quality audit team for this process, right?
Yeah,
The straight away, once the process, the maker is done, then straight away it will go to the client end, correct?
It is similar to like a KYC validation. No, it's a the store sales people will upload the receipts. Once the sale has taken place, they will upload the receipt onto this mobile app. So that will come to us in a queue. Then we have to go and validate based on the criteria whether that offer is available, whether that person has uploaded the proper receipt, and we have some 6 to 7 data points which the team has to validate. So it has the financial impact as well. So say for example, for each sale, the sale person will get a rewards and recognition. So if you incorrectly process the amount as mentioned by the person who is uploading the receipt, but if you click on that one, then the rewards will go to the salesperson. So we need to be a little careful while validating the data. We need to check whether the quantity and price, everything has been mentioned correctly, and whether that particular person has submitted the correct receipt during the campaign period. Say for example, certain times the campaign period will happen only for 2 or 3 weeks, but still people can go and take the sale order, then they can go and apply it for the rewards and recognition. But by the time the team has to go ahead and reject it because that person is not eligible for the rewards.
So you are saying the process criticality. Understood.
Yeah. From an overall perspective, the process can be straightforward, but when you, instead of rejecting a particular form, when you submit by mistake, then the storekeeper has to be raised a complaint with us. So why that particular person is availing this particular rewards and recognition.
Okay. So apart from this, team have done anything, Karthik? Apart from this process, team take any additional initiatives?
Not at this point in time, because since we have been identified for this pilot project, so we don't want to give any additional responsibility. But one thing which I want to highlight is Soundarya. She is from a commerce background, so I can use her for my Accountify process when there is a spike in my process. So she supported us sometimes. Say for example, for preparing the VAT or doing some sort of process which doesn't have a much financial impact. So probably she can do the processing part. My team or myself can do a QC for that process. So she supported.
Okay.
But for them, there is no scope at this point in time. So they have to be consistent in meeting the target for the client. And because of that only, we are able to get more business from the client.
So what is the TAT, Karthik? I want to know TAT. So how many hours daily or 8 hours?
Within 24 hours, we have to clear whatever the receipts has been uploaded for the previous day on the website.
So what is the TAT? Where are we, Karthik?
No, we are meeting the target because the 1,300 the 1,300 has to be get closed. So before start the day, the client will allocate the number of receipts needs to be processed. So we will download the report for the total inflow. So that has to be get cleared. Unless otherwise the client will mention it through Slack. Slack is an internal communication method. So in that they will mention it. So you can keep these receipts as pending. Otherwise you have to process it. So the client will interact based on that. We have to close the target for the day.
Okay. Got it. Thanks, Karthik.
Okay. Thanks, Shamu. Thank you. Any other questions from anyone? So the major part is we are getting a good amount of revenue from this customer. So with a short span of time. So that's a one highlight which I can say.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't think so. Any questions from others? Vivek, you got a question? Any question?
No, Mama. I'm saying no question.
Okay. So, Papu, Srinidhi, anything from you? Okay, I don't think so. They have any questions. Okay, if you have gone through any, TN Palyam nomination, if you have any question, please pose a question in group itself. Even Mohan couldn't join the call. you can see the chat, what you have replied in WhatsApp. Okay. Is that fine? Any questions for TN Palyam? Please go through the nomination. If you have any question, you can put it in the group itself. Raji, anything you want to ask?
No, ma'am, no questions.
Srinidhi also no question. So maybe like we'll wait up to 6 o'clock. Then based on if you have any question or no questions, based on your voting, we'll do the finalize. If both the team can get award also, I'll confirm with the HR team and I'll give the confirmation in WhatsApp group itself. Okay?
Okay.
But one request from my side is it is not going to be like the last time. You can keep the deadline very clearly and people have to vote. So I think the last time you were gonna
Yes.
so
Today will
many
be the
follows.
closing because today will be the closing. We are not going to extend it, Karthik.
Even
I'll
last
close
time
today.
you sent couple of reminders, but still
What to do?
the member were not responded on time. So
Yeah,
we
and
need
this
to
time we
understand.
have all the juries here. Only TN Palyam jury is missing. So I think juries will be voting us, giving 100%. Last time, no, we had 2-3 times of rescheduling the meeting, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
because of that also it got delay. I think this time will not happen. Okay, thank you, team. Thank you, Shan. In the
Thanks, Srilekha. Yeah,
Thank you, team.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Srinidhi, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.